Hello everyone, I'm Surabhi, the homeschooling mom of two precious little girls aged 4 and 3, and today I'm going to share my organization system, that how do I organize the stuff which my girls do on day routine basis, because it has been requested online offline several times that how do I manage so much of DIY stuff and so many workbooks, and because I have two girls, and how do I maintain the schooling and everything like that. So I just thought I'll give an overview of how do I do it. So routine schooling has two parts. One is a Montessori shelf, which has 2 activities per day, and they get changed every other day if they have done it the previous day, otherwise they don't get changed. And then the addition, after they finish their shelf work, they do some workbooks, 1 page if I'm introducing some game or introducing some concept, like that. So this is not the Montessori shelf, it is the extra activities which we do after Montessori shelf. So I'll tell you what all boxes do we have. So this is library books. Again, it's a DIY, it's a yarn, and I have this one, and I put library books, circle time and science. Sia, she's my 3-year-old, my 4-year-old, and the common stuff. So library has this box specially because we sometimes get 20 books from library for a period of 1 month, and it's very easy to lose track of books, and on the due date we are just panicked that where are the books. So I put all the books here, and we take 2 books at a time, which we change after 2 or 3 days. We read it, and if it's interesting we read it for long, otherwise we keep changing after her every 2 or 3 days. So all the books are here, so I don't get panicked when it's time to return, and I know all the books are here. This is a library section. This is a circle time. So I do not do circle time every single day with my girls, but it's like the stuff which is special for the girls, but mama does it most of the time. So there are some big story books like fairy tales. There's a big fairy tale book, so they cannot do themselves and they get overwhelmed with the stuff. So I read 1 story a day sometime. This is some calendars, DIY. You would have seen these DIYs in my other folders. And ABC books, some Hindi rhyme book, some I Wonder Why from Grolier. All these books are here. So I take them out sometime just to read for them and enjoy it. So that's my circle time stuff. This is science stuff. So it has all the science part, basically mainly for my 4-year-old. So all the life cycles part, living, non-living, whatever it is, and this is some books which I bought which are science, and I put them in that the transparent file folder which you get for your documents, and so that they work with the markers and their science, so they will be using it later also, because now I'm reading words for them, like that. So this is theory. Then there's a plants which we are doing, which brings Anvi's box, and this animals. So there's 3 books of science which I've got for them. And if you see, like, how I organize, so this is a 3-part card. So this box has 3-part cards of all these animals. Then these are the 2 folders, black one, which I'll talk to you later what they are, and some DIYs of moon phases. So science means geography also, in a way, our senses, activity cards, all that stuff. So science goes twice in the Montessori shelf of my 4-year-old. So sometimes it go to Montessori shelf, sometimes bring it out as additional game. So science, I still put it here exclusively. Now this is my 3-year-old, so I'll tell you what all I have in my 3-year-old's box. So she is not done with numbers, alphabet. We had just introduced, I think, alphabet A and Sir. The alphabets have a name. And this is a folder game. These are the activity sheets from Creative. And these are the extra ones. So once she's done with them, they'll get replaced with these. These are some printed sheets of alphabets and numbers. This is a phonics folder book I have made, which has printables, DIY sheets, completely phonics. Only phonics in this one. And this is a general folder of marker which has tracing, knowledge one, and this kind of stuff. So it has Kumayu sheets, it's a DIY, it has some workbook sheets, basically general stuff for my girl. This is a coloring book which I got, so which is basically ABC coloring book. So with every alphabet, when we start doing it seriously, we have to color that aeroplane. So we'll do this and color it, everything. So she's not interested into coloring much, so it's here, not done. And these are the alphabet sheets from Amruta's blog. all of there are there, you know. Sorry, this one, it's like A, B, C, all are there sequence wise like this. All these sheets are there, and this is an ABC book, the flap book, and these two I Spy books. So that's all is my 3 years old workbook stuff, which I'm targeting to do in the next 6 months or a year, depending on how she takes it. But that's it for my 3-year-old. Apart from that, there's a Montessori shelf which has fine motor skills or something, but that I'll show you later. So this is, if you're wondering why it's gun and revolver, it's an old file cover from my dad, where I stored this stuff. You know, I do DIY for everything, so all the waste stuff from my home, I use it. And then this coming to my 4-year-old. So they just turned 4-year-old. So this is pretty heavy. She has a lot of stuff here. So this is very beautiful box from my very good friend here. Thank you, Aparna, for this one. It has different workbooks, you know, all kind of. Some are folder games. So science, I was telling you, we're doing plants nowadays. Hindi writing workbooks, English, the worksheet, some, you know, printable, we're practicing letter sounds, some basic coloring, some sight words. So this, we are not doing everything, you know. This is mazes, which is our recent craze. We are just mad about this one. So we are doing mazes. So I take a book, put in this kind of file, so that, you know, they're long living and they're still small, so they will be using it for next year. So like that. This is our recent craze. We are doing it on and off. So that's all is my 4 years old workbox stuff. If you see, there's some DIYs which you have seen, the egg DIY, like that. This is also has some small DIYs, very tiny DIYs for her, you know, like this. If you see, you can see very Hindi alphabets. There's small games I got for her. So this, but this stuff will not go to Montessori shelf. It will be, Mama will sit with her and do. So there's some you know, dollars, very, very simple stuff for her. So this is for next 1 year. This is what I'm going to do with next 1 year for her. And coming to the common stuff, so it is mix of some Montessori, but I preferably do it when I am with them. It's like when both are bored and they both want to sit together with me, so we do this stuff. And basically they're very tiny stuff here, so I don't prefer keeping at the Montessori shelf. Probability is getting lost is very high. And there's this stuff which they need help with. They're still not very good at it. There's a logic game I have. So I sit with them doing all this stuff. So that's why it doesn't go to shelf. Or the games which I play with them, like we play memory game with this pill box. You know, hide everything and then see, remember which is there. Memory games, all this stuff. That's why this stuff is here. One is this basket, and then more stuff below. Some lacing games, some big things, but basically Mama has to sit with them, so it not go. So this is stuff which we do when we are bored, we are done with the shelf, or we don't feel like doing a shelf or activities. So just fun games which both of them do together with Mama. That's why it has a label of, you know, common stuff. And then at the top you can see, this is our reading corner. Reading corner in the sense that whatever reading activities is my fault. She started reading, but she's very moody about it. So this is the box where are my Bob books and my DIY books. I'll show you what it is. I think it's from measuredmom.com. So I just took printouts, stapled them, colored with the color paper outside, and on and off we take it out and read it. And then this one, you see, this one this one has again some reading stuff here and the sight words. So we cannot sure that, you know, we are doing it now. We just take it on and off. She's not very good into it or not showing much interest, so that's why the reading stuff is top upstairs, and that's it. So that's all is the way I organize all the stuff. So I think in the next video I'll show you that how I did the activities and how do I plan my activities with them. So let me know if you need any more help. Happy parenting. Bye bye.